Hey everyone, wanted to record a quick video here because this question comes up all the time. Something that I used to wrestle through as well, and that is, how do you get email to reliably send from your WordPress website? Well, let me show you the recipe that I use and does not, or maybe I should say rarely fails me. So over here on, it all starts with using an application called Mailgun. And Mailgun is a transactional email service that you can use for free up to, I think, what is 15,000 sends a month. So I've probably got 140 sites. Oh, no, I got 150 domains in here, and I'm only sending out 3,000 a month. So you can do a lot of work inside of Mailgun for free, which is fantastic. I really appreciate them. So first thing you gotta do is set up your domain with some records. So I'm gonna use this new website we're building right here, show you how it works. I manage all my DNS through Cloudflare. You very well may do it directly through your domain provider or another service, but I'm gonna click over here to DNS. And I probably have a couple of these records in here already because I normally just add them as default. But let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to go over here to Mailgun, hit domains, add a new domain, and drop it in there. They always recommend using a subdomain. I've never done that. You can check it out if you want to. But now right here it's going to tell you you need to add some records for authentication to your host. And what I do is I never add these MX records because that's not important for sending transactional email. So this TXT record, which I have right down here already in here, and then you need to add this DKIM record, and so I'm going to go over here and add that one. It's a TXT record, and let's see, it was, I think, K1, yep, K1 _ domain key, and then you just paste in key there, and I'll add that record. And then the one other record you want to add for tracking, it's optional, but I always add it, is a CNAME of email. So if you look right here, I have a CNAME of email that points to mailgun.org. Notice that it is .org, not .com. Over here you're on .com, but specifically they want to see you on .org. So now that I've got those records in there, I'm going to go ahead and save that, and I'm going to say check my records now, and sure enough, all my records are verified. It didn't verify those two because I didn't add them, but it did verify the three that I've got. So for now, I'm all set with that piece. And on Cloudflare, I'm all set with my DNS. That's done. Now, let's go over to our WordPress website and make sure we've got the right setup. First, we need to go to our plugins, and we need to install the Mailgun plugin. I probably already have it in here. I'm just going to delete it and start fresh for you. So we're going to add a new one. Hit up Mailgun. It's this one right here, the one by Mailgun. I'm going to install that. I'm sure there's others that work. It's just the one I've always used. And now I'm going to activate that. It says it's almost ready. We got to configure it, so we'll click that to configure it. We're going to put the domain in there. And so this domain is right here. You need your API key, and that is right here at the top as well. You want that guy. And we are doing the use HTTP API. We do have that set to yes. HTML only good. Open tracking. You don't need open tracking. I like open tracking because I'll show you what you can do with it in just a second. From address, this doesn't even need to be a real address, but it does need to match your domain. And then, so this is sort of like default information. If you're using like a really crappy host, say like Bluehost, a lot of times your emails, if you're using the built-in WordPress email function, it comes from Bluehost. It just looks like a turd. Well, this is what it would look like if you set this up in here, which is nice. But if you are using a form builder like Gravity Forms or any of the other ones that you can set that stuff in, then that will override this default stuff right here. And then that's it. We're going to hit Save Changes. we can come over here and hit test configuration, and boom, we now have success. So now what we can do, one of the cool things I love about Mailgun are all the logs. If you've got to ever troubleshoot anything, you can troubleshoot in here. So you can see right here that the Mailgun WordPress plugin test was accepted, and as it processes through the system here quickly, it'll go accepted over to delivered, and then if somebody opens it, it will actually tell you that it's opened. So logging is actually quite helpful and quite cool. So that's how I set up all my transactional email on all the websites that I ever build, and hopefully this answers the question for you on how you can add some reliability to this function of your website as well.